Hello everyone, today we are going to present the chapter 17, Pricing in Retailing. And my name is Wang Xinli, and my partners Luan Lin, Feng Zhigang, and Wan Xinyi. The pricing options for retailers. A retailer has three basic pricing options, each with advantages and disadvantages. The first is discount, like off-price retailers and full-line discount stores. And the second is at the market, for example, traditional department stores and drug stores. Then the third is upscale, the upscale department stores and the specialty stores. And then here is the figure 17.2, feeling ripped off. Consumers do not like feeling overcharged, whether it's for a gallon of gas, or a new house, or a long care service. They want to believe that they are treated fairly and not being gouged. The factors affecting retailer price strategy: consumers, government, like federal, state, and local, the manufacturers, wholesalers, and other suppliers, current and potential competitors. The price elasticity of demand relates the sensitivity of customers to price changes in terms of the quantities they will buy. Elastic demand occurs when small percentage changes in price lead to substantial percentage changes in the number of units bought. Inelastic demand occurs when larger percentage changes in price lead to small percentage changes in the number of units bought. Unitary elasticity occurs when percentage changes in price are directly offset by percentage changes in quantity. Price elasticity is computed by dividing the percentage change in the quantity demanded by the percentage change in the price charged. Because according to the law of demand, purchases generally decline as prices go up. Elasticity tends to be a negative number. And here is an example. This shows how to compute the elasticity. So the elasticity is computed by dividing the percentage change in the quantity demanded by the percentage changes in the price charged. Consumer price sensitivity varies by market segment based on shopping orientation. Economic consumers shop around for the lowest prices. Status-oriented consumers are more interested in prestige brands and strong customer services than in price. Assortment-oriented consumers seek retailers with strong selections and want fair prices. Personalizing consumers shop where they are known and will pay slightly above average prices. Convenience-oriented consumers look for nearby stores with long hours and may use catalogs or the web. They will pay higher prices for convenience. The government and retail pricing. Federal, state, and local regulations affect pricing. For retailers operating outside their home countries, international jurisdictions come into play. Horizontal price fixing involves agreements among manufacturers, among wholesalers, or among retailers to set a certain price. And also, there are the vertical pricing fixing, price discrimination, mini price loss, unit pricing, item price removal, price advertising, justifiable price discrimination under the Robinson-Pittman Act. Products are physically different. The retailers paying different prices are not competitors. Competition is not injured. Price differences are due to differences in suppliers' costs. Market conditions change. Costs rise or fall, or competing suppliers shift prices.
So next is competition and retail pricing. So we should know the market pricing occurs when shoppers have a large number of retailers to choose from. The supermarket, fast food restaurant, and gas station can use market pricing. If price rise sharply, some customers will turn to competitors. By managing pricing, retailers seek to attract consumers based on a unique retail mix. Sometimes the competitive response to price changes can lead to price wars. They may be difficult to end. They can lead to low profits, losses, or even bankruptcy, especially for online retailers. The retail price strategy includes 5 steps: retail objective, brand price policy, price strategy, implementation of price strategy, price adjustment. The retailer's pricing strategy must reflect its overall goals and be related to sales and profits. There must also be specific pricing targets to avoid potential problems, such as high price that causes people spend too much time bargaining with customers. Provide the frequent discount to stimulate customer traffic, low profit margin, and over-emphasize price. Next is overall objective and pricing. A market penetration strategy is used when customers are price sensitive, low price discoverage, and potential competition, and the total retail costs do not rise much with the value. With a market scheming pricing strategy, a firm sets promotes price and attract consumers less concerned with price than service, assortment, and pricing. This strategy is purpose if the target segment is price insensitive. New competitors are unlikely to enter the market, and ended sales will greatly increase retail cost. So let's see, the next part is price policy choices. A brand price policy enable retailers to generate an interact price plan with short and long run perspective and a consistent imaging. The retailer's interrelated is price policy with the target market, the retail imaging, and another element of the retail mix. They are some of the brand price policies from which a firm could choose: lowest price, highest price, or competitive price. Independent pricing of each interim or interrelated pricing, price leadership or price following, costed price throughout the year or seasons, or price changed if cost changes. Next is demand-oriented pricing. The Price Quality Association is a concept station that many customers feel high price connote high quality and low price connote low quality. It is especially important if competing firms or products are hard to judge on base other than price. Consumers have little experience or confidence in judging quality. Shoppers perceive large differences in quality among retailers or products. Brand names are insignificant in product choice. In prestige pricing, it is assumes that customers will not buy goods and service at a price deemed too low. The feeling is that too low a price means poor quality and state. Predictive pricing that not apply to all shoppers.
Sociological research has discovered many subtle things that make price and discounts look more attractive. This video shares 5 simple things discovered by the research that can change the price concept, which is undoubtedly helpful to marketers. The retailers set price by adding per unit merchandise costs, retail operating expenses, and district profits. The difference between merchandise cost and selling price is the retailer's markup. The markup level depends on a product's traditional markup. The supplier's suggested list price eventually to lower competition rent and other overhead costs. The extent to which a product must be serviced and the selling efforts. Maintained markup is based on the actual price received for merchandise sold during a time period less merchandise costs. It is hard to predict in advance since it reflects adjustments to original retail value for markdowns, updated markups, shortage, and discounts. To solve, a retailer must set company-wide markup goals. Markups for categories of merchandise or individual products may differ. Yet management pricing is a computerized, demand-based variable pricing technique whereby a retailer typically a service firm determines the combination of price that yields the greatest total revenues for a given period. It's widely used by arenas and hotels. It may be too complex for small retailers and requires software. The fixed number of output units needs to be allocated among customers. Service providers have an excess capacity at certain times and excess demand at other times. When demand peaks, many service face binding capacity constraints that prevent serving additional customers.
Specific pricing decisions. How important is price stability? How long should prices be maintained? Is everyday low pricing desirable? Should prices change if costs and customer demand vary? Should the same prices be charged to all customers buying under the same conditions? Should customer bargaining be permitted? Should old pricing be used? Should leader pricing be utilized to draw customer traffic? If yes, should leader prices be above, at, or below costs? Should customers be offered discounts for purchasing in quantity? Should price layering be used to provide a price range and price points within that range? Should prices packed source vary by department or product line? Price strategy concepts. One price policy and flexible pricing. Under a one price policy, a retailer charges the same price to all customers buying an item under similar conditions. The policy may be used together with customary or variable pricing. 1. The one price policy is easy to manage, does not require skilled salespeople, makes shopping quicker, permits self-service, puts consumers under less pressure, and is tailored to the retailer's price goals. 2. One price policies are the rule for most U.S. retailers. Flexible pricing lets customers bargain over prices. Those who are good at it obtain lower prices. Flexible pricing is used by many jewelry stores and car dealers. It requires high initial prices and good salespeople. Contingency pricing is a special form of flexible pricing. With it, a service retailer does not get paid until after the service is performed, and the payment is contingent on the service being satisfactory. Order pricing. In order pricing, retail prices are set at levels below even dollar values. 2. The assumption is that people feel these prices represent discounts or that the amounts are beneath consumer price earnings. 3. It is a form of psychological pricing. Leader pricing. 1. In leader pricing, a retailer advertises and sells selected items in these goods or service assortment as less than the usual profit margins. 2. The goal is to increase customer traffic for the retailer so that it can sell regularly priced goods and services in addition to the specially priced items. 3. It is used most often with frequently purchased, nationally branded, high-turnover goods and services. 4. The two types of leader pricing are loss leaders and sales at lower than regular prices. Price lining. Rather than stock merchandise at all different price levels, retailers often employ price labeling and sell merchandise at a limited range of price points, with each point representing a distinct level of quality. Retailers first determine price floors and ceilings in each category. They then set a limited number of price points within the range. Pros and cons of everyday low pricing. Pros is reduced advertising expense, more predictable sales levels, fewer peaks and ebbs of sales distribution. Cons is decreased excitement, potentially less store traffic due to specials, less cherry picking by consumers who only purchase specials. Multiple unit pricing. With multiple unit pricing, a retailer offers discounts to customers who buy in quarterly or who buy a product bundle. There are 3 reasons for retailer to use it. 1. Customers may increase total purchase. 2. It can help sell slow-moving and end-of-season merchandise. 3. Price bundling may increase sales of related items. Price adjustments enable retailers to use price as an adaptive mechanism to variables such as competition, seasonality, demand patterns, merchandise costs, and payforage. A markdown is used to meet the lower price of a larger retailer, adapt to inventory overstocking, clear out sharp-wear merchandise, reduce assortments of odds and ends, and increase customer traffic. Additional markups in increases in original prices because demand is unexpectedly high or costs are rising. Employee discounts may affect the computation of markdowns and additional markups. Markdowns and additional markups can be expressed in dollars or percentages. Price lagging. The web developer Haneted here offers 5 different monthly plans depending on customer needs. These inexpensive plans range from basic to platinum. These prices are best suited for individuals or small business size want a wide presence.
Last one is timing markdowns. Markdown timing must be planned. An early markdown policy offers merchandise at reduced prices while demand is still fairly active. It frees selling space for new merchandise and can improve cash flow. A late markdown policy gives retailers every opportunities to sell merchandise at original price. A store-wide clearance is usually held once or twice a year to clean out merchandise before taking a physical inventory and beginning the next season. These are the advantages of such a plan. The length of period during which original prices are charged. The absence of frequent markdown that can destroy a customer's confidence in regular prices. The limiting of bargain hunting to once or twice a year. This concludes our speech and thanks for watching.